I trust you are doing well this evening. Do you ever thought of this, that whatever God made or whatever God created, He created them out of something? Everything that God has created, He created them out of something. So let's go back to Genesis chapter 1, verse 6 quickly. Verse 11. Let's hear what it reads over here. It said, then God said, let the earth bring forth grass. So the grass that we are seeing were made out of the earth. The herbs, let the herbs that yield seed and the fruit that yield fruit according to its kind, whose seed is itself. So everything that God has made, He made them out of something. It got to a point that when you read downwards, it got to a point that it ordered the sea, the river, to produce fish and all living things that were found in the sea, in the river. So it therefore means that the herb could not function except from the earth. The fish cannot survive outside the water from which it was made from. So the fish derives its survival from the sea or from the water. The herbs, the vegetations, the tree, they also derive its survival from the earth. But let's look at one thing. When it got to a human being, let's hear what God said. But the question I want to ask is that, do human beings come from the earth? Do they also come from the sea? Do they also come from the water? No. Let's read what God said. And God said, let us make man in our own image, according to our likeness. When it got to the turn of a human being, God spoke to Himself. When it got to the turn of a human being, God did not speak to the earth. He didn't speak to the vegetation. He didn't speak to the sea or the moon or the tree. When it got to a man, God spoke to Himself. What it therefore means that man's survival, or for man to be able to function well on this earth, he cannot function outside God. Man cannot function outside his maker. It means that man derives his survival from God, the Creator. When God created Adam and Eve and He placed Adam in Eden, in His presence, Adam and Eve were functioning, they were succeeding until God cast them out of His presence and they began to do bad. Adam couldn't function outside God. Adam couldn't function outside Eden, outside the Lord's presence. So what I'm saying is that if you want that business to function well, if you want that marriage to function well, if you want that idea to function well, whatever you are believing God, it cannot function outside God. It can only do well when God is involved. God spoke to Himself when He wanted to create you. God didn't speak to the earth. God didn't speak to the sea. He didn't speak to the earth. He didn't speak to the water. But He spoke to Himself. You are not a tree. You are not a wood. You are not a fish, but you are a God. God has made them His image and likeness. Therefore, as you hear this word, I trust that you are going to encourage yourself in the Lord and you are going to believe God, because your survival depends on Him. Thank you very much as you watch me. This is your pastor, Isaac Owusu of Isaac Owusu Machine. Thank you very much.